Maybe it's that.
Okay, look, these are called I-verbs right here. You see that? Touch, ita.
You're on the whiteboard?
Yeah, can you guys let me know? I thought I shared it to y'all.
No, it's fine if you didn't. I just as soon open it up, but no, right now I'm looking at the sentence that Barbara made. The ite de, the one that you reversed around. Ite de wa de que. My pronunciations are horrible.
Okay, you guys can't see the verb document?
I saw when
no,
you showed it a second ago, but not
Okay,
on whiteboard.
can you guys go to it onto Google Classroom?
If you're changing it on yours, it's not changing it on Google Classroom.
Oh, I know, sister. I gotta have you do it, but I want you to see what I already have.
Yeah, I mean, we could pull up the file. Robert, did you get a copy of it?
Yeah, I downloaded all of them.
Okay.
Okay, you guys honor the verb to touch?
Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah, I've got it.
Okay, look. Now it's E-T-A. You see it?
Yeah.
Okay, that's a E classification verb. I mean I classification in English. Okay.
Yep.
So look, the I form, it automatically adds the D with a slash and an A to make it irata. Irata. Okay, look at the I. Now the U form, the second person singular is you touch or you touched it. You see it looks like it's spelled the same as them, but it's not pronounced the same way. The first one, I touched it, is irata. You touched it, irata. Irata. I touched it, irata. You touched it, irata. Irata. And then
Barbara, we're just looking at the verb document and trying to look at the patterns for conjugation.
Barbara has the understanding of this already. Should be all right catching up. Sister, you already know these verb conjugations. So I'm teaching them. And and then on that we and an I form, when it's a I anything, the we is automatically don't. Only in rare verb classifications is it done differently. Rarely. Rarely done differently. Be born. Barbara, look up your Omaha verb book and look up to be born. Barbara, are you there?
Okay. Yeah, okay. In the back, it goes from bore to boss. I'm going to look in the verb book, too.
That's what I said in the verb book, the Omaha verb book, 35, page 35.
All right. Got it. Easy. I was born on Donda. You were born Vivida. He was born Ida. We were born Weada.
Oh, whoa, I forgot what I was doing. Go to the bag, George. To be born. This is an irregular adverb. This is the only one that I know of at the moment. Since you're gonna have to do this on that slash thing on here too, I don't know how to do it. I just put a D here, and you can come back and fix it later. It's supposed to be a D with a slash on it.
Yeah, do the THs because there are actual
Okay.
Ds. So it makes it easier for me to find the TH.
Okay. No. Okay, and Ponca, when you say I'm born or I was born or I born, first person singular, we say wadan. I'm born or I was born. The Omaha don't say it like us. They say it different than we do.
In my notes in the Omaha Verb Book, this was
Yeah.
something someone told me. I was born today, Omble, Onwanda, the same way you said.
Yeah, but that's the correct way.
Maybe you're the one who told me that.
I don't know.
Omble,
Well,
Onwanda.
look how old is the writing. I don't know if I ever told you that.
I think it's
I
you.
Okay, I never really went through this verb book with you, so that's why I don't know if I did or not. And I apologize for not remembering. Okay, so this is an irregular. Like you ain't never gonna see this really, because I don't know it.
Are you
Hey, don't
sharing a
know.
whiteboard?
No, I'm not. But I'm gonna let you guys look at this here in a minute, though.
Okay. Right now we should be looking at the verb, Ponca verbs.
How do I share that document?
I have it in the homework, but that's the one we're using.
You're going to have to share your screen, Eagle.
Can you see it now?
Yeah.
Yep.
Yes.
Okay, see right there. To be born, to be born. Ponca said, wadan. I'm born. I was born. Omaha say, but we don't know it that way. So I want to show you that if you look in them, that's why I told you these books. I want you to get them, but I want you to understand that we speak different a little bit. Okay, listen. A lot of times the first person singular and then the uh, first person plural can take on the same thing. And what I'm talking about, can be can be we and it could be I or I'm. But I have never in my life seen that pattern go for that can only be for the we form plural, first person plural. And so when they did that here, that was like a whole different. I was like, well, I don't know how the hell that is because it don't make sense. And you look at some of these other books and I'll show you, in these other books that they got that this is the only case that I have seen it in. Maybe it's a typo, I don't know. But I'm just telling you, we don't use it like that. And I'm not talking bad about nothing. I'm just telling you, we don't use it that way. I'm just gonna put you. I don't need to put all the other stuff. You guys know I'm on there. It's like, I'm born, you born. Let's see. Hey, dog. Hey, dog. What? I want you to stay inside. It's cold out there. You were playing softball. No, 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 no. You can't. It's cold. You're sick. No. Okay. Listen. I'm teaching. Take her. Go watch cartoons. Yay. Go. Whoa. Little Miss Attitude. I ain't feeling it today. No, baby. Well, watch cartoons. Go use mom's phone or use my other phone. Go. Okay. You're tired. Go rest. Right now. Right now, you're not trying to compromise with dad. You got that 3-year-old now. You're at the 3-year-old level again, going crazy. No, but I love you. Yay! I know you're tired. Sis, come get her. She's going nuts. But we love you just the same. I think she's tired, sis. Let her go, bud. Leah, I'm with my class right now. She's screaming around. I can't make her compromise. She's acting up. She's 3. It's okay. We love you. Third person. Oh, whoa. I don't even put third person. I'll put it there. Okay, can you guys see that?
Yeah.
Yeah, I can.
Okay, so now we say, oh, I'm born. Lideda, you're born. Idai, she, he, or it's born. Well, we're born. Lideda, y'all were born. Idai, they're born. So this is irregular, and I want you to see it. And this is right offhand, this is the only irregular adverb I can find. So don't worry about this one. All these ain't gonna worry about this. You gotta worry about this particular one unless we run across remember one. Or even if we go through the dictionary and find one like that. I don't know. Have it. And so anyway, but on the I patterns, just remember it's got the TH on it. It has a TH, and so does the U, but the acute accent goes on the A of the D/A, and then on the U it's spelled, it looks the same to the naked eye. And then the acute accent will go on the I. Instead of, it'll be irata, 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 Idata. Can you tell the difference? Yes, no?
It's a little tough.
It's picking an irregular one to show me how to conjugate is kind of blowing my
Okay.
mind. So
Hang on. We'll do this one some
What?
other time. I don't want you guys
Oh,
to get confused. Barbara, me and you would do that later. I don't want them to get confused. That is an irregular verb. You want that is the only one I could honestly say that I could only say that's the only one. I don't know. Okay, so now so that you could
we're
say
gonna learn
dislike or
something
hate.
regular.
Huh?
We learned something regular.
Yeah, we're gonna these two are regular right here. Cause see, look, I touch is idata, and then to say I hate. Okay, ita means to hate in third person singular. Ita, but when you say I touch it, it's idata. Okay, now look, you got a dislike or hate, and anytime that you got a D with a slash in it, when it's an I form, it automatically goes back to the B, to B, D/E. Okay? And
Can
so
you
now,
say that again? Can you say that again?
yes, anytime in the I form, if there is a TH in it, which is the D/ equals TH, the they sound automatically becomes blay, or blah, or blue, or blee, or blow. It will not be they, the, thee, do, though, never. It'll put a B in front of that D/ every single time. And you're going to see that. Okay, we're going to see that then. Hold on. I want to show you something so you understand. I feel like that's going to throw you guys off. Right here, look at this. The don't be. Now the form it changed. You see how the I form made it blah it don't be? Blah it don't be? And then date became blotte on the D
I see.
slash. On the D slash, every single time it's going to add a B on the I form. And every single time on the U form on them, it will always take the N. You see my hand? You see my pointer right here? You see it on there? The N will always be instead of date, it'll always be na te. And if that was dati, it would be na ti. Anytime you change, anytime you got that th, it doesn't matter. If it's a U, it turns into the N. If it's a th, the sound, it automatically the B D slash always, no matter what. I want you to see that. So therefore, when you see it like this way, so since there is a th right here, look. Did you see it pink now? Or whatever color that is?
Yes.
Okay, since it's got an I in it, you automatically put the th between the I and the T, and which is the D/A. And then since you got the th at the back, automatically you get you put the B in front of that. Do you see it?
Idata table.
a little bit.
Idata. Idata.
Yeah. Now, these are common verbs that have the D with a slash in them. It's a common verb to have the I and the D with a slash in it. It's common to be. So when you see that table, it's common. It's not an irregular verb. Can you look on that dictionary, the Omaha dictionary? I don't know if it says it the same way we do or not. It could. I just don't know.
I think
For
for
hate?
now, I just need to let you conjugate for us because I'm still wrapping my brain around it. I feel like I'm treading in the deep end.
Hey, Robin, this is the hardest part. It really is.
Oh, I believe you.
I
Yep.
do not doubt it because I think
No,
I see.
listen, Robin. It's not hard. Once you figure these patterns out, okay, let's just stay. Okay, we're gonna stay on a th, the D slash, and we're gonna do the I.
Did you want me to find I hate in Omaha book?
It's the same as this on that one.
Yep. I hate him. Irritable.
Well,
I hate him. Irritable. You hate him. Irritane. She hates him. Irritada. We hate him. Ondontada. They have ondontada now. Ponca is ondontada.
we're talking about the I at the end. Just like when you say breezy, that's the odd form. And you already know the correct form is these a. I mean the root form, the original, before it takes on a change on it, Barbara. So don't make it hard. You scare them thinking it's hard. It's not hard. All these are all D, and now we're just doing the I form.
I didn't mean to scare anybody.
It's easy.
You didn't make it any worse for me.
Okay, Sister Robin, I'm gonna let you do this. Okay, look, latte means to eat. So when you say I eat, I say blatte. I added a B to it, and then this changed it from the E. It came to here. Now we're on laton. Laton. That means to drink. He, she, or it drank. Now blaton. I drank or I drink. I get it way too early, but I'll be getting up at 4 or 5 in the morning every day. Now
So
these days.
is it so? Wait, but to take it to the next table. So if it's blatant for I drink, is it natant for you drink?
You damn right it is. See, that's the pattern. These are called D. These are called D patterns, but right here we're doing the I form only. See,
But I'm cheating because I'm looking at the to eat right now on the document. So I'm just kind of guessing.
no, you're not guessing because in this form right here, the I form, all you do is add the B to it, and then the U form, all you add is the N for the U, and then for the we, all you do is add this to it, and it won't get hard. And then at the end of it, put an I. Put an I somewhere over here at the end, whatever's in between it, but then it gets an I. Thunder, get out of here. Quit begging. You already ate. Go on. Go lay down. Go on. Lay down. Okay. Now, Robin, give me the form right here for the hump. to lift.
What-
The
what do
hump.
you-
Now what is? Now tell me
what
what
do
to
you-
write.
What are you pointing at? Are you on the whiteboard now?
I want. Oh yeah, I forgot to tell you guys. I'm on the whiteboard. Sorry. Geez, I swear when I'm sharing, you guys can see what I got going on. Did Vince go sleep? Oh, you text her.
So for
Call her.
when it's I something, you put
She
one
can't
thing,
text back. Call her.
you put another thing in. So we have the for each form we have a little thing we drop in.
Yeah. Okay, I see the whiteboard now.
You see all my things that I done? Date, bate,
Right.
daton, blaton, these,
Bleed.
bleeze. Okay, now the hump means to lift. So now how do we say I lift it or I lifted it?
Bleed hall.
That's right.
Is it blee or glee? Blee.
Blee.
Blee hall. Okay.
Like you're saying this.
Blee hall. Okay.
Bleed or bleed. It's similar, but it ain't. It's not bleed. It's bleed. Bleed,
Blee.
huh?
Blee hall.
Because it's the, not Lee, huh? It's the, huh? Bleed, huh?
Blee hall. Okay.
Okay, so we got Blee Hunt right here. She caught on to that one.
He's not worried about me.
Whoa. I ain't got your covers. I ain't got your covers. What do you mean with your covers? You took them in there. Go in there. Go. Okay. Hold on, that's ugly. Robert, how do we do the snoo means to drag something or
So it would be bleesnoo.
that's right. Barbara, what is the I form to I drag pull it? Barbara, the don't. How do I say I pulled it? Barbara, how you say that? I see you showed up now. I can't hear you.
Okay, I'm sorry. I had so many documents open, I couldn't find the life-size screen. Here I am.
Okay.
What was the question?
Make it into an I form right here.
What
This
verb
word.
are you asking me?
The don't to pull.
Bleed on.
That's right.
It's not letting me open the whiteboard and the video screen at the same time today, so if I have difficulty, go on to the next person.
Okay.
Thank you. I think I figured it out, but anyway, thank you.
Okay. Sister Connie, why you so quiet? I didn't even know you're on there.
I'm hiding. I'm hiding out. I've been here about 20 minutes or so,
No fair.
eating my cookie.
No fair.
I've been,
Okay,
I've been trying to follow along, but I did come in a few minutes late.
conjugate this one.
Bleda? Is that an E? They? Is that the one we're looking at?
Mhm.
They?
Right here.
They.
The A there.
Yeah. They. Oh, the A. I always want to put an E. Okay. They.
That's right.
Thank you. Gotta get out of here. Okay.
You guys understand it by what we just did? That's the I form of the D slash. It doesn't matter if it's the, though, do.
So why did they not become blah a blay with a BL on the second D?
I don't know. I
I was
never
going to
thought
ask the
about
same
that.
thing.
I don't know. Let's go to our Omaha verb book, see what it says.
What verb is
Where do
that?
they got that?
What is it?
Where do they got that under the A there?
What does it mean in English?
Oh, in English it means to have godly love or compassion on somebody. The Omaha don't call it that. They call it to take pity on somebody.
Oh, take pity.
Yeah. It could. I don't know. I don't remember seeing it that way.
Was it under pity?
Yeah.
The A
Page
they?
one,
It's just
page
the A
Oh
they. It's
150.
shit.
page
Oh
150.
no. It's totally. That book was totally correct. I did that wrong. Let me hold on. I misled you guys on that one. I
Good
kept
question,
thinking,
Robert.
damn, that's got to be like that way.
Good catch.
So now, the A there. I'm tripping. I already knew that. I don't know why the hell I put that there. Because if you say God bless you, you would say wakana ka the A the they te. Because right here, this is the this is the I form right there, and this is the U form right here. This is another irregular. Damn, I'm tripping. I'm glad I looked at that. It separates from the E and the D slash.
So that one doesn't do the leg.
No, that one doesn't. This is the irregular TH. Okay, now we found another one. The to be born and to have godly love. It does not follow the regular pattern. Does not. I'm slipping, boy. I am totally slipping. So we got two of them on here. Just don't worry about this one until we get to these irregulars, because there's a few others in the different categories. And this is one of them that you'll find that I can't think of no other one like that. But don't get me wrong, you see right here, this is what'll always come in. But a lot of times they change up here to be different than this. But in this particular one, it doesn't change. The A there. And then if I have compassion or if I got love for you, or I just say I love you or I have compassion for you, you do it like this way. The A we there. Oh, I gotta do it in red so you guys can see this. This is where the conjugation comes between the E and the D.
Hmm.
Yeah, and this one right here, we're not gonna get into that because this conjugates into this Omaha book conjugates it probably about, I don't know, over 20 times, but it conjugates more than that. So we're gonna get into that. That's got to be put on the mental note for the irregular. Right here, so you got one, let's see, there's 6, 9, 14, 16, 18, 21. It conjugates 21 times right here, but it'll conjugate 6 more times, so it'll conjugate at least 27 times at least. And those are without suffixes on them. And it's without possessive pronouns on them, because the possessive pronoun and the suffix also conjugates it to something different. So it could conjugate to over 40 times. And once you get the patterns down, like I said, you think it's hard. It ain't hard. It's easy. Well, I forgot I sure and a half forgot about that conjugation pattern. So remember that, you guys. A middle note. We got da and da ere, and we're gonna run across more of them. No, those were the th verbs, the common. And then the I, you already did the I. We're gonna go back over the I. Let me make that smaller. Who needs to ask? You know, Marco, I asked him. Now, these are adverbs, and like I said, there's only very few that we're going to run across, but we are going to run across them, so we'll get to them. Here's another. This is a common pattern, but we're going to run into another irregular one. And why this pattern don't change? I don't understand. Like some of these patterns, I can't explain them. Just like I can't explain about the to be born. I just know I can't explain it. And this is another one. Yeah. Yeah. You're gonna see this in a pure state of form. Yeah, Kigale or yeah, Kigala. Both of them, I'm gonna have to call them correct because I've seen them and heard them said in both ways. So yeah, Kigale. Now, normally you would think it would be this. This is another one that I thought about, but this one right here is incorrect, and I can't explain why. But Kigala, is you kissed her. Yeah, Kigala, I kissed her. Yeah, Kigla in the root form is you kissed, or she kissed him, or he kissed her. And then, like I said, it's going to change a bunch of times. Like I could just say, yeah, yeah, Kigla. Yeah, we Kigla. Yeah, we Kigla. I kissed you. But I'm just showing you, it breaks after the A.
Eagle, I know you're trying, but Chris and I are going to have to tag out because this is beyond us right now. It is overwhelming us and we are not getting it. So, and I know you want us to, and I know you want to with all your heart, but we're just not doing it. It's just too much right now.
It's okay. So the verbs is overwhelming you.
I think it's just all the irregular ones mixed in. That's what's throwing me off.
Well, every time I'm thinking about I verb to throw in there, that I realize it's an irregular verb. And I could name a whole bunch of them in the same pattern, like to take the TH form, but we're going to have to, I'm just going to, what the real thing about it is the majority of them take a common pattern. That's the truth. They take a common pattern. And you do got some that have an irregular verb pattern, and we're going to find them, but not, maybe 10 to 12% out of the verbs out of 100%. We'll find them. No, go in there. Go. Take it to mom. And so anyway, I'm just gonna have to keep writing them down, and you guys are just gonna have to do memorization on them, because if you can't see the patterns in them, some of them are real easy to pick out, like the ones I just showed you guys. But
I was okay with the T, the D ones that it kind of started to make sense, but then when you went as the I again, it's like I'd hit a saturation point, and so I needed to let that soak in before I went on to anything else. I think I don't know if everybody else felt the same way or not, but I know Barbara and Connie probably have done this more than I have, but I've done conjugations in other languages, but I don't know.
But in other languages, you remember though, but even in like Spanish and like I took Deutsch, German, there's a common pattern in most of them, but there are a few that have what they call irregular verbs that the pattern is totally different. It's the same one for this language. The Ponca language, the Veguihon language, it's got irregular patterns in it. And not
Yeah.
many, but there are some in there. But the basically is like what I was showing you. There are some like that way. And then we're gonna run into some other ones that's gonna be like it's a G that turns into a P, then it turns into a SHP or SHK. And you just like I said, we just have to roll with it because they're gonna be irregular in there. And you know, it's just something we're gonna have to get across. And then once you get that, and there's the few irregular that there are, they follow the same pattern as the other irregular in their verb classification. Go ahead.
Eagle, I think it might help too if we do like 1 or 2, maybe 3 verbs at a time that follow the same pattern. And then we just keep repeating them. I, you, he, she, we, you, they. We just keep repeating them and repeating them.
You guys want to just keep doing the D slash because those verbs are basically the same. We're gonna come
Yeah,
into a few like that. The A, they you know like that compassion or the Omaha call it to pity.
yeah. And then you just kind of grill something that follows a pattern for a couple of days and start to make a couple of sentences with the verbs that you've learned the pattern, and then confuse us with something new. Do you know what I'm
Yeah,
saying?
maybe we are moving a little bit too fast. Like we're touching on stuff and then we just keep going, as opposed to letting it sink in a little bit and then moving on.
okay,
It's
the
kind of
stuff
what
that
I'm
we already
studying for
got
myself.
the stuff that we already have up there. Let's not add Robin. Let's not add this new stuff to it. Just use what you got on there and use all the different forms when you make sentences on the nouns that you got, the articles that you got, and looking at the prefixes. Some of the verb will be used in that way. I didn't put all the verb prefixes up. You know, I put some of them up, but I put a few of them up. So let's just use what we got. And also we got the pronouns and the possessive pronouns on there. Let's just go with what we got on there. Study those and make sentences out of them. And I don't want to overwhelm you guys to where you feel like you know you can't catch it. Uh, just use your Google Classroom and what we got on there. We're not gonna go any further on these other verbs because I put a bunch. I don't know, maybe about 6 more that you don't have on there. I start thinking about it. I need to use easy verbs like you know, like to breathe, to eat, or you swallowed it, or you eat it, or you drank it. You know, just common things that you see. You know, or
Start us with baby words. Eat, drink, want.
yeah. And that's what I start. That's what I was starting to put on there because I thought about some other words. You know, we don't use them all the time. You know, everyday word, but those ones are pretty easy that I put on the last ones. And then next week, when this weekend, when I make my class, I'll redo the verbs on it and I'll put verbs that we use like on a daily basis. But like I said, and I know that a
Yeah.
lot of you guys are smart in here, but what you put into this is what you're going to get out of it. And just use what we got on the Google Classroom. Those are pretty, I can't say pretty simple, but at least you know what they are because it tells everything what each word is and all that. And over the past few days, I showed you guys how to put sentences together. And we're going to take a 10-minute break and then get yourselves together and then look at and look forward to just making sentences what we got. Robin, let's not update this verb list real quick.
Okay.
Tonight I'll make some smaller ones
Okay.
common. So let's take a break and get ready for sentences
Okay.
with what you already have. All right, take a break for 10 minutes.
Thanks for bringing that up, Robin. We'll all take a breather now.
Was it you?
Are we back, Eagle?
Yeah, we got about a minute left. No, 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 no.
Okay.
Go on. We'll play. Play.
I didn't know what time, if we've been past time or not.
No, you're right. We're there now.
Okay. Thank you.
Okay. Did you guys got your sentences together?
I didn't even know we were supposed to write them. I thought we were just breaking to break. I could come up with something on the fly. Maybe.
Yeah, I'll need a minute as well.
Okay, that's fine. If you guys need to take a little time to work on them sentences that we used, when I get done with these other verbs, I'll give them to Robin. I think that these will be a lot easier to do than what these random ones I was doing.
Okay.
Okay, class on Robin, I sent you something to your inbox, and I sent something to the group. And I think that no matter what verb pattern we're using, I think if you learn the I form, you'll get it better because it pertains to you no matter what. I want, I ate, I drink, I think, I tried, I see, I hear, I don't want it, I can't, I'm able, or I can, I don't know how, I know how to. I know how to talk good. I don't understand. I cut it up. I got it. I'm sleepy. I'm exhausted. I'm hungry. I'm thirsty. I'm full. I see it. I smell it. I cut it up in a different way. And I bought it. You know, those are 25 I form conjugations of I verb that I believe that
That's,
if we'll just go ahead
that's a
and
great list. That's a
ju-
great
ju-
list.
just scratch out everything on that other verb list. We might have to remove it, Robin. It might, because I don't want it. No, no, I don't want no grapes, baby. No. Stop trying to feed me. No, no.
Can you add I see, I smell, I touch?
Yeah, I already got I smell on there. I just don't got I touch. I put 25 on there, but if you want, I'll make another one. Hang on.
He's got a C on there.
Yeah, I see, I smell, and then if you had I touch, then you'd have the 3 senses covered.
Did he post it up on the classroom?
Not yet.
Is that what
No.
it's saying?
I think he was.
Oh, okay.
You have I see
Thanks, Robin.
twice, so you can put I touch in there.
And I don't think the list that's up there is bad because it's all conjugated. It's just at some point in time trying to learn conjugations. This all started, you know, with I'm going to give you the verb and let you conjugate it, and I just wasn't sure where I was going with the rudder with that because I feel like I'm a bad person because I brought it up.
Maybe we just need to do the different verbs and, like verbs that we're familiar with, like instead of trying to learn words plus conjugate new
Connie, what
words,
verbs are you
maybe.
familiar with? What verbs are you familiar with?
I don't know what you talked before. I don't know off the top
Well,
of
see,
my head. I'm just
see, that's
you
the
know,
point I'm making. You know what I mean?
go
Like I
up,
said,
down,
the
the
only
easy ones, the
way
ones
that
that we
we're
use more.
the even the ones you use, well, like I said, it's gonna be what you put into it. But I'm not gonna sit there and conjugate them all for you. I think that might be maybe that's what's making it so hard looking to conjugate the common six. It's got 6 common ways that they conjugate. 6 common, no matter what. And but somebody like the Omaha book, you'll see they only conjugate 4 because they don't recognize the you plural or a they form. In some cases they do, but majority they don't. So, but Ponca, we always do them first 6. And so I think if we just go all I statement, I think it might go better that way. So we're gonna try that and see how it is. Though.
Eagle, do you want me to put this up on Classroom? That picture?
Yeah. Let
Okay.
me add some more on there. I got iTouch on. I put iTouch on there, and then let me just add a few more. But I'm gonna show you. But I'm gonna do them all what they call an I form, and then we'll just do the basic on there. If you don't want to, we don't have to use no suffix on it because, like I said, if I'm overwhelming you that bad, you're not going to retain a lot of this. So, but at the same time, but what we do got on that Google Classroom, if you want it, you're going to get it. And most of you on here that have some type of degree, you got that degree because why? You wanted it, and you guys got good at sewing. And those that don't got a degree, you got good at sewing because you did it over and over, and it became repetitious for you. The repetition helped you. And it's just like anybody that wanted to walk a long time that started off can't walk half a mile. Maybe they're a little overweight. After a while, they might be walking a year. Now they're walking up to 7 miles without stopping. But it took you to do it over and over until you got better. And it's the same way in the language. And I apologize if I overwhelmed you by some of these deals. But like I told you, in any language, in Robin, you said you learned another language or you're working on it. You already know you'll never be able to speak that language without conjugating verbs because that is the main thing in any sentence, and that's what people fail at. And even our Ponca people from down here and up there, they all know nouns. They all know nouns, and they might know a verb or two, but they can't conjugate them, and so they might know gauntlet. Gauntlet means she, he, or it wanted it. Gauntlet, they wanted it, and they might say, "Well, I gauntlet." And I heard them say that down here. I gauntlet. And what they said is, she wanted it. Or third person wanted it. It's because they couldn't say compla. And so we have to get to that point where we have to have education. I mean, not education, but communication is key because when the whole group is not understanding something because it's beyond them, then we got to take steps back. And so by what you said is a good thing today. If you're not getting it, and Barbara, like I said on you, I think that you know that, but you have to tell me if you don't know it, Barb. If you don't know it, because I think all the years that you've been studying the language, in my mind, I think that you know this stuff. So you can inbox me. You don't have to tell me in front of everybody. You know, just tell me, say, bro, I don't understand it. And so, and I'm not trying to put nobody or make nobody feel uncomfortable because we have different levels of learning. And we have
Yep.
different methods of teaching. And if my method's not working on this particular deal, we have to figure it out as a group for the most simple way to do it. And that's what we have to do as a group because without that, we're gonna. Okay, go in the trash, please. Thank you. And so we have to, and that's what I'm doing. I had to take that 10 minutes and think. I just need to go to all I form verbs because even me as an adult, sometimes you hear these words, like when they say I want to go walking, you know, I want to go walking. It's just mambui kombla. I want to go walking, or we want to go walking, and you got to look at it like this way, and then it changes. It changes. to Aunt Molly. I'm gonna lie. Go. Get her, Liv. And so the point what I'm trying to tell you is I figure if you learn to do everything like you see stuff or you take it or you got or you have it or you want it or you smell it, you can hear it, you taste it, you feel it. I didn't put feel on there yet. Touch and feel is different. Why? I don't know. Our language is just different. And those of you that studied Omaha, when you say touch, they don't say eat te. They say albeit te. But in Ponca, that doesn't mean touch. I mean, it can mean touching something, but you're pushing down on it because that be, remember, like in the verb prefix. Barbara, go to the verb prefix and tell them what it says. And
Oh, verb
anytime, yeah, the ones that we got on the classroom. This is what
Yep.
we have to do. We have to understand it. And when we don't understand it, we got to go about different ways to understand it until we get it down.
And I don't think that I agree that conjugations are important because ultimately we made progress making sentences that said things like, you know, the horse ran through the barn. You know, that's people talk like that. So we need to know how to do that. But I just think maybe picking two or three, like Barbara said, two or three conjugating through and try and build around that so that we understand that and get our brain around that before we start doing a bunch of other verbs might be the key. I don't know. Because I felt like I was just right on the edge of getting something with the th, the tha sound verbs, and then we went on to the eyes, and that was it. That grasp, it just was like sand. It just went through my fingers. So
Oh, and like I said, I might have been going too fast on that, and that's where my mistake is. It's an overload. You know, it's an overload. We all have our capability. That's just like me. I don't know nothing about geometry or any type of stuff like that. And those of you might be really good at math. You start throwing me all kind of different problems to solve. I ain't gonna know what the hell to do with them. And so it's the similar thing like that way. And so that's why I got to step back. But
I can throw you some math problems. I can
Yeah.
throw you a train leaving the station and what time it's going to arrive problem.
I probably won't get it right. But see, that's what I'm talking about. We all got our deals, and just like I use sewing because my sister Connie's getting good at sewing these our Ponca skirts. But tell them, Connie, you didn't start off good. It took what? What did it take, Connie?
I started out when I was 10 and
Well, what did it take?
I didn't even know how to thread one. Yeah. I didn't even know how to
And
thread a
now what
sewing
you doing?
machine. Threading
And
sewing
now look how
machines
good
really
you
well.
are. Yeah,
Yeah, I do better. Yeah, thank you. Do a
and
lot
that's the
better.
point I'm trying to make. And like me,
Appreciate it.
after this wreck, today I also fatigued, and I'm kind of a bigger guy, but people tell you I work out with these young men, and they're from 16 to 27 years old, and I beat them before this wreck. Because I got stamina and I control my breathing and I pray throughout while I'm doing it, so it makes me good. But right now, I'm bending down, getting fatigued. They're standing too long. I'm getting fatigued from that wreck, and I got to come back for it. And if I really want to get better in my health, I got to work at it. Everything I'm trying to tell you is we have to push forward. And I'm gonna come into roadblocks through my house too. I'm gonna have to take a break after maybe half a mile, and get to a mile, and then take another break. But the thing is we got to just keep trying, and stop for a while. And if we got to reset, start again tomorrow at a different time or a couple of days later. But the biggest thing is it's repetition. And tomorrow they got that class, or not class, but that language conference. I'll be there tomorrow. I don't know if they're going to speak today. The chairman down here, the chairman, he was asking for my number, and we'll see what they want of me for. I don't know, but I'm going regardless, even just to show up. But the thing is we have to support these language conferences because 20 years from now, there might not be nobody left to speak if we don't make an attempt. And even though we got a setback tonight, it's good because it's showing me what we got to do to get a little better, to catch up and slow down, to pause a little longer on a specific subject or a sentence structure or a verb that you can't pronounce right. And I didn't put a lot of them in there, like I cry or I cried, or I buried her or I buried him, because they got that X in there. But we might have to throw a couple because we don't want you to be afraid of that X. We want you to overcome that X.
Robin, it's not
Eagle?
just you, darling. It is not just you, sweetie.
Yeah.
The verb prefix the is with the hand. Is that what you
Yes.
wanted? Or be
No.
to push
B.
down with the hand?
B-I.
Be,
Read it
push,
to us.
be to push down on with the hand, to blow or rub.
That's
The
right.
with
No, we just needed B. So what I'm
okay.
trying to tell you is by touching, that could be touching, but you're pressing down on something, albeit te. Some people say albeit te or albeit ta. And it changes that prefix of ta from e-ta to a-ta to albeit ta. But you're talking about pressing something down. But when you touch something, you don't have to press down on it to make it, to use that albeit ta, do you?
No.
But that's the only way our relatives up that way to Omaha. That's the only way they use that word. They don't use no other word but that word.
Yep.
I'm trying to get you guys to see something. It's just like you say, don't touch it. In Ponca, you say, itajiga, itajiga. Now, Omaha, if you say don't touch it, they say, abi itajiga. And really what that means is don't press down on it or don't press on it.
Right.
And are you touching? And of course, when you're pressing on something, what are you doing? You're touching it. But it doesn't just mean touch it. It means that you're pressing down on it. So, I don't know.
In the
That's a
South, we
good
say you're
Could you,
mashing on it.
but you could still use that, because it's still understood to a fluent speaker. Later. I'll bathe with you later, Beth. She wants to get in that water so bad. No, it ain't time yet. It's
It's
7:33.
still light at your house.
Yeah,
It's still light outside your house. It's
it'd be
dark as
it'd be
black
real
out
light out
here.
there. Remember I told you it was a clear sky today? It was, but it got cloudy on us and real dusty, hazy looking like, ugh.
Yeah, we got big thundering right
But
now. It's
also,
bad outside
class, if you
already
guys got
again.
any suggestions on these I form verbs that I did this or I did that or I make it, I forgot that, I make it, or I did it, we need to put them in there. Give me some suggestions and I'll write them out.
Cook is a good
Oh,
I
one.
mean, like everyday kind of stuff.
like I cook.
Like
Okay.
I fed the dog, or like I took trash, or that kind of
Think of
thing, or something
think of
different.
things a baby or a child would do. Start with those.
That's a good idea. Thanks, Barb.
Because as a baby, you learn survival words. You learn the words you need to know to get what you want.
Cookie.
Yeah.
You learn the things, the nouns, the persons, but the verbs, the first verbs you learn are the things, like you don't really learn the word walk until you're walking. Or, you know what I'm saying? I'm just trying to think, like, if you start from being a really little person, what kind of words do you use with them the most? Because we're little people. You're teaching little people, Eagle.
Well,
Exactly.
I feel like these are little people words. I want. That's more
Yep.
used more than anything as a kid.
Yep.
I ate it. I drank it. You know,
There's
I think, I see, I hear it. I can't, or I don't want to.
The whole world is me, me,
I'm
me, me,
mad.
me.
forgive
Yeah.
me,
Or,
give me,
uh,
give me.
I'm
Gimme, gimme,
sleepy.
gimme. Give.
I'll put that
That's a
on.
good
Give
one.
me.
Give and take. Give and take. Sleepy.
Oh, there you go.
We got 50-mile-an-hour winds up here today.
We had them like that last night.
It's going to
Little
happen through
Violet,
the night.
listen, little Valette got knocked over by the wind last night. I had to get her because I was taking
Oh,
out
no.
trash. I was a day behind. I thought today was Thursday, that it was the day of the conference, and I was thinking, and that's the day we do trash too. We do trash Monday and Thursday. So me, George, and Valette are taking trash out, and I'm thinking, because I already thought it was Wednesday night yesterday. Go,
Hi,
best go
baby.
blind. Tell her hi. Way
Hi,
better.
baby. Zinga, zinga. Ouzo. Beautiful baby.
She's
He
getting
froze.
big too. Ponca.
Yeah. She's twisted in a pretzel.
I apologize. My laptop died.
Oh, his laptop died.
It shows them still on here though.
Yeah, I was gonna say you're still on and you're kind of echoing a little bit.
Let me just show. It's dead. It's dead. It closed off. It told me earlier.
Yeah, we got the echo on the TV. I see you on both.
Close the laptop.
Yeah, we see you all both still.
What about now?
The laptop's frozen and your camera phone is working.
So the laptop's dead.
It'll drop probably in a second. There we go.
Dead.
I guess as long as it's frozen anyway, we won't hear them twice. So.
It sure
Hear that
came off.
baby, though.
But yeah,
Hi,
look at
baby.
that.
Hi, baby girl. Aren't you pretty? She's so. Oh, look at the bear.
Montu.
What is it? Montu?
Montu.
Montu.
Grizzly bear.
Montu.
Doesn't look
That's
very
a cute
grizzly.
bear with a baby pajamas on.
Montu Zinga, little bear.
Oh, it's got a baby bear. Oh.
Mwah, mwah, mwah.
So if you guys think of any other ones, like you know, I put on a gimme. Hey, make one in there. One. Go in there. Go in there. Go in there. One. Okay, so when you say gimme now, we're going into a command sentence, but it's still it's like a third person to me. Give me. So, but it's still similar to an I form, but we put that down anyway. Give me. I put it on either. And if you guys got any other things you want, just put it on that board tonight, and I'll write them out real quick. And whatever you guys think. Connie, I didn't understand. I didn't understand.
I figured it was
No,
wrong.
no. When you said England Huton, that's talking about thunder, and then you put Tonga,
Mhm.
that's big,
Mhm.
and you put in Thon, that means now. Is that what you're trying to do?
Mhm. Yep.
Okay.
I was trying to let you know that it's thundering really big, and I might lose you if my thing was blinking. I
You say
tried.
England Huton Tonga. You're gonna
Ida
fall. Get
uta
in.
tonga. The
Yeah.
ita's not mattering.
And remember, when you're putting sentences together in words like that, the accent that you see in that dictionary will fall. It'll change.
Dang it. Yeah. I tried. I remember.
I had one from last night
Yep.
that I can try. I don't, it's just a sentence and it's something to think through while we're thinking of other words. So I'm going to be brave and take the whiteboard.
Okay. I don't know how to get to it on my phone if I can.
Wow. Yeah, that looks
Yeah,
horrible.
that's what I was telling you, Eagle. Like when I was on my phone, I can't get to the whiteboard either like that. Not to use it myself, but I can see if you write on it.
I see an S.
Yeah, I think it'd probably be easier to. I now have a newfound admiration for you, Eagle, for writing on the whiteboard.
Yeah, I don't know how.
I see dog, so yes, we can read it.
All right. Sanuda wita itai. Sanuda wita itai.
So, Shanida, we thought Ita.
Itai.
Are you trying to say she touched my dog?
I was trying to say he pet my dog, but I only knew the word for touch, so I went with that.
Well, it made sense if you said Shanida, we thought Ita. She touched my dog. I guess you could say she pet my dog. I don't know that word. The word for pet, if there is one, it could be. Connie, do we got a word for pet in there? In that dictionary?
Oh, I'll look for you. Hang on. Takes a second to get from that thing to the microphone. Da-da-da-da-da. Nope. Pita. Learning. That's that. I'm the wrong part. Why I do that? I don't know why I keep doing that. Osage.
Yeah, so it's page 323. So
Yeah.
Wana.
Yeah, I just found it. Wanagade. Wanagade.
Well,
Right.
it just means like a domesticated animal.
It says, yeah, a pet or household
she's talking
animal,
about,
any domesticated animal. So it's
yeah,
not a verb pet. It's just
she's
the
talking about
noun
the
pet.
pet. Something.
Yeah.
Yeah, I don't know.
Could you use bijou to rub?
Yeah, she could have just said, Shauna, dog, we thought, Bijou. She rubbed my dog. I mean, I don't know. I think that you could get away with either one of them words. Say, pet my dog. She pet my dog. You rub my
Yeah,
dog.
pet's not in the verb book at all. Nothing even like that I know of. Except for this rub.
When I was gone all them
You
years,
need to
I had to use it. I used a thesaurus some words because there wasn't no words I didn't know how to say, or I didn't have a dictionary to look, so I would use a thesaurus to describe a word or a sentence, and that's how I made the Ponca word for it.
So like if there's no word for pet that we can find, does that mean that doesn't mean that there's not a word for pet? Does it? Or does that mean just that we need to find an alternative, like a synonym?
Well, I don't know. You could say it like this way. You could say, Shauna da wita bijou. She was rubbing my dog over and over.
So you just put the extra who on the end, bijou?
No, juju.
Oh, juju. I see it. Oh, yeah.
That sounds like the name of an exotic little dog.
Oh, look at that. I forgot about
Juju.
Oh, right.
What about scratch? Guie. To scratch oneself. Guie. In the Ponca dictionary.
And you're gonna find a bunch of ways in the Ponca and the Omaha things to say scratch. I don't know which one is right. Like you said, what is it? Just by hand, and then the way you said it, you scratch yourself because something hit you or you bumped your foot hard on something. Because don't you guys remember when you see these verb prefixes in it? I tell you for a reason, because it's explaining you either push down on something and scratch yourself, you scratch yourself with your hand, or someone scratched your foot with a THA, the thaw. They did it with their mouth or their hand, or pressing down, or they rubbed against you and caused you to get scratched by leaning or pushing on you. That's what you got to look at on these scratches. There's a bunch of ways to say scratch. And it's just the right one you're looking for.
Like you just look up synonyms, like in the thesaurus or something, I guess, and
that's what I just said to you.
Yeah, I know. I was just making sure I understood it. Silly. I heard you.
Repeating for emphasis.
Exactly. And for emphasis in my head to make sure I heard it right and understood it well.
I had something, but it's gone. Okay, so that's what you're going to try.
Look how many different words they got for scrape. Okay. Bichabe. Bisu. Gache. There's a lot of ways to say it. Wali. Dache.
Oh, I wanted to ask you, if I was going to use the verb for she knocked down, would I also use the verb prefix to say, like by use of the hand, but I put that as well?
No, because it's already conjugated to the G form, the GA, remember?
No, it was actually a question I had too, is all the prefixes just tell you something about the verb
The way
built in there. You just have to kind of look at it and know.
I see the guy.
it tells you the way that happened, by what manner.
So
That's
you
why I
wouldn't
try to
say
show
like,
strong emphasis.
yeah, so like date, you don't say date. You're not eating by mouth. The in front of it already tells you it's by mouth.
Already tells you.
Okay.
Because you couldn't put that, like say she got knocked down. You couldn't say that ball, because ball doesn't mean knock down. It means to push them down.
Okay.
And then if you use be on it, means to press them down. Or you had something so strong that you could blow by it blowing on them. You know, it could knock them down. But that with that GA, like how we said that goblige, to knock them down, that could be a fatal blow also.
So I would change it from GA if I want to let's say, would I change it if I wanted just to indicate it's being done by hand? Would I change it to the BA or BI?
If you're trying to push them down,
Yeah.
no, you could just, if you wanted to go specifically using your hand to push them down, you would just say the blige. Because look, you could say right now we already got that form goblige. Now you could say be blige, ba blige, da blige, the blige, ga blige, ma blige, mu blige, na blige, non blige. You can use all 9 of them for that one blige.
Okay.
All 9 of them could be used on it, but when we use it with the ga blige, I use that specific word because you knocked them down to hurt them.
Okay.
You knocked them down with such force that there could be a fatality.
But if I wanted to just push over, then I would use it.
Ba.
Then I would just use a different.
You could use ba or b. Ba or b.
Okay.
Either one. And listen, I'm not trying to be mean or nothing, but you guys have to study them verb prefixes because you'll understand when, like how you had a question to add ba to that. Ba, ga, blige. I mean, it's understandable, but at the same time, you know, I'm not trying to be mean, but that's why I stress learning them verb prefixes because it tells a lot.
Yeah.
And like I said, you guys got this, you know, and just because we had a little overwhelming first hour and 20 minutes, don't let that be what finishes your day. You guys got this. Barbara, Robert, Chris, Robin, Connie, you guys got this at the end of the day. And sometimes you have to let me know. Go ahead.
I just said that was a good question, Chris.
Okay.
It was a good question, but like I said,
Yep.
You got to see those verb prefixes already, and by that, and I just showed you on that one, we add all 9 of them to that simple blige, and that blige don't mean nothing without them verb prefixes either. And I remember you could also say oblige, 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 woblige. Or you could say wagoblige and add wa to every one of them verb prefixes. Like I said, you could do a lot of different things with these. You just got to take it step by step and try not to get overwhelmed. And when I do overwhelm me, like how you did, Robin, say it.
Are all the but not all the verbs are like blige where you can just add the prefixes in front of them. Some of them
maybe about 65 to 68% of them they are.
Some
about
of them
68.
like the eating and drinking doesn't make sense because I mean realistically they wouldn't have considered any of the other things, so you can't talk about changing it to eat by force or okay.
Nope. if you made somebody eat by force, you would just say, "Date kidaga," or "Date kidaga," and that's like you're making them eat. Or you could also add that word to command them to eat. You could say, "Date aga shiga." Date aga shiga.
Okay. On the same odd subject, the sentence I was looking for, trying to do was, she knocked over your cows. So in writing that, would the first thing I write be the cows because that's the subject? And the second thing would be the possessive pronoun, dita, which is yours singular. Dita, I mean.
Dita.
Yeah. Okay. Hang on. Now remember, anytime that you're saying she knocked over anything, you got to use that ga, that ga.
Okay.
And then if you say you pushed over them, you would say ba or the.
All right.
So ga is not because it's got force, and ba is just kind of a push.
See, that wind's vicious out here.
So bablige is to push her. She pushed over.
Yeah, you could use that. But even then, when you're using that blige, that's talking to about something a little more than that. But if you just want to make that cow fall over, you could just say ba khiala. Ba khiala.
Okay.
And that's to knock it. That's to push it over. But if you was to say you're gonna knock it over, you would say ga khiala. So some of them ending words is a little bit. Look in your dictionary and find that word to describe it better. It's a little more than just knocking them down. You're trying to hurt them.
Okay.
He just wants to go cow tipping.
That's what I'm saying. Cow tipping. Cow tipping. I would just say teska ma ba khiala wade. Let's go cow tipping. Ba khiala wade. Ba khiala wade. Teska ma ba khiala wade. But I want you guys to do that. And like I said, the one way that we're going to prosper and have any fruits of what we're trying to do here is by communication. And so when I overwhelm you or I'm not giving you enough food to eat, talk to me so I could feed you. Or if you got too much food, let me stop it and put it up. Anyway, let me pray us out real quick. It's about that time.
All right.
I want you guys to get your thoughts together. Okay? Okay, Father, I just ask that you look down upon our loved ones, and no matter where they're at, those that aren't here tonight, we remember them. Help all of us with these storms that are going on, these heavy rain, tornadoes. Might even be a hurricane where they come. I don't know, but just be with us, Father, and keep our health good and keep our minds open. Help us to be loving and forgiving and understanding, Father. And I just praise you in Christ's name, amen. I love y'all.
There you go.
If you guys got any suggestions, send them to our chat.
Good night, everybody.
Okay.
Okay.
Yeah.
Good night, Connie. Stay safe,
night.
everyone.
All right.
Good night,
Bye.
Robin. Bye, Robert.